All right, what's going on? It's Wednesday. It's a big Wednesday. We're gonna do something fun today. I'm gonna borrow a page out of Jeff from Muddy Feet's book. We're gonna play the game called Will It Plug? Now, not to steal Jeff's content or steal Jeff's concept, idea, whatever you want to call it. The reason I'm doing this is I've had so many comments and videos of guys saying, just prime your line pump with water, just use water. I primed 300 feet with water. I have seen guys that do successfully prime 150, 200 feet with water. It would never work in our market. So I'm so tired of hearing it. Today, all I'm gonna do for priming out, we got 100 feet of 2-inch hose out here. I'm gonna dump 3 gallons of water right in the elbow. I'll put 2 gallons in the hose just to appease the naysayers. Some will say you had to put it in the hopper, some will say you had to put it in the hose. I'm gonna put it in both. We got 100 feet of hose here. Super easy pour, all 2-inch line. We do a little patio around under the back deck. And I'm gonna betcha, and this is our premium 2-inch line mix. We use this stuff all the time. It's a regular supplier. We'll pump it through 300 feet of all 2-inch rubber. Not ideal, but it's been done. So it's a good mix. It's about as good of a mix as you'll get around here. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it ain't gonna make it 2 hoses. I'm actually gonna be surprised if it makes it through the first hose, let alone the second. So let's get our water queued up here. We'll throw it in, and yeah, we'll see how this works, or more accurately, how it doesn't work is what I'm expecting. So. Okay, I'm gonna call it, wow, a little more here, a little more. Like I said, we gotta appease the naysayers. Okay, about 4.3 gallons of water. A bunch in there. Bunch in the hose. Let's throw my reducer on here. Okay, we'll connect up here, and I'm going to keep that reducer elevated ever so slightly so the water doesn't run ahead. Like so. Slogan of the month for February here. Don't be an asshole. Use safety pins at the back end of the pump. Pretty catchy, isn't it? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I hear all these theories about water traps and the water running away and doing all this other stuff. So I'm gonna elevate the hose on the dirt pile here for our first water trap. I think the idea is that the water sits and the concrete catches up to it and pushes it and coats the entire hose rather than the water just running ahead. And for our second water trap, we use a bucket. It doesn't matter because we ain't gonna get this far anyhow. I don't like that. This hose might be ready for replacement. There goes another 600 bucks Canadian. Yay. For everybody that thinks there's piles of money in concrete pumping. Ha 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 ha, yeah. You're right. You're right. Until you figure out what your actual costs are. It's kind of like the visa statement at the end of the month. Out of sight, out of mind, right? Yeah, something like that. Okay. And we build these mats in our shop. We build these ourselves. That's heavy duty conveyor belting. The idea is if anything were to pop in the back, it keeps the mixer driver safe. So yeah, I'll get a couple strokes through, then I'll drop this down. Let's push that water through, and away we go. So yeah, like I said, this ain't gonna make it 50 feet. If it does, I guess I'll just have to eat my words. And what I'm gonna do here, when I do have to break it open, inevitably, a little bit of actual quote-unquote real primer here. Let's throw in a little small splash of bentonite, and Bob is your uncle, as they say. So we'll back this truck on, get geared up, and prepare for failure. It's gonna be awesome. The thing about the water prime for me that really gets me is I could literally use this much bentonite. There's about 30 cents worth of powdered bentonite there, and prime 200 feet of hose. Easy peasy, no problems every single time. Now, yes, it sucks that if any of that finds its way into the pore area, it's major problems. That's the drawback to bentonite. But cost-wise, as far as priming success rate-wise, you can't beat it. Cement powder obviously works great as well, but for logistical reasons, we don't use that. So, anyhow, bentonite on standby. We'll bring the truck back. Let's give this a go. Roger, we're gonna do something really stupid today. You get all these guys in the comments on the YouTube channel saying that I should just prime with water. Prime 300 feet with just water. So guess what I've done today? I threw a 5-gallon pail of water in the back end of the pump. How far do you think it's gonna get? What's the over-under? Over 50 feet or under? Actually, let's over 25 feet or under. Will it get out of the first hose? What do you think?
No.
I don't think so either. I think we'll be very lucky to see concrete in the second hose.
Lucky to see if it gets past the first knuckle.
Yeah, exactly, right? See, I think with our mixes, because of the amount of sand, I've seen guys do it. Guys do it online, especially guys with the little ball valve pumps in California, and it works great. But with our mix, it just don't work.
Yeah, what kind of mix is it?
It's like a pea gravel mix, but it's a lot creamier, and their sand doesn't seem as coarse as ours.
Okay,
like with our stuff,
maybe you were second then.
Yeah, with our stuff, with how our sand is, the water just separates it right away. So anyhow, let's give it maybe we're wrong and it'll work, and we'll stop buying bentonite and it's water from here on out every time. What do you think?
They're still working in there.
I know, yeah. So where do you want to prime out at? Is there something you want to start on?
We could do these 2 inside steps. Might be a good idea.
Okay.
That way you can.
Okay. So maybe I'll prime out in the slab. Yeah.
Do these set, this set, and then maybe the sidewalk, depending on how long you're going to be.
Okay. So I'll prime our fancy primer. We'll
we're not pouring this until
yeah, that's pavers, or we just spread it in the bottom of the sidewalk, whatever. I mean, you're not going to see the primer at the end of those anyhow, so I don't even know why we're talking about this, because I'll be breaking it apart. And so it's a good day to try this, because we got lots of time.
Hey,
okay.
It's a Tuesday, that's a Monday.
Yeah, right. So I could break up.
Not even that, it's Wednesday.
I could break down a hose. No, we'll keep it at 100 feet, just to make the test good. Okay, we'll swing over here then. They're actually ready over there now. He says they're ready over there.
Are they now?
Yeah, I'll get concrete back and
do it. You're already set up for that, so let's go.
We're priming with water today, because we got time. It ain't gonna make it 50 feet. It ain't gonna make it 25 feet. We're doing a science experiment. People keep telling me that I should prime with water and it'll go 300 feet no problem with just a bucket of water. That's right.
So this is the test.
The consensus is, with our mixes, no. Okay, we'll get this truck on. Enough of the jibber jabber. Okay, so Robbie, you've been driving a mixer for what, 20 years?
The first year.
Have you ever seen anybody in our market successfully prime out a line pump using just water?
Let's see this. Let's see if it can be done.
Have you ever seen anybody do it?
Only you, once before.
I never have, that's a lie.
I got a 90 mil.
Perfect, okay. Let's take it to a 110.
Okay.
Yeah. But today's one of those weird days where we actually want the experiment to fail. If it works.
This is for the people?
It's for the people. This is for the people. Do you think it'll...
I can't imagine you getting it 80 mil kilometer here.
Do you think it'll get through even the first hose?
I don't know what you're putting in there. If you got a hose?
No, 5 gallons of water. That's it.
You've gone to the world of concrete, you probably have something advanced.
No, I do not. No, it's straight up water, straight.
Not legal in Canada.
Straight from the hose, bro. Yeah, it's not. I say it gets 2/3 of the way through the first hose and then plugs.
But I'm going to give you a little work, and at the end, it's going to be approximately 19 degrees.
Oh boy, now we're getting technical. As you can see, the water did not dribble back in the hopper. I got a nice tight cutting ring and wear plate, thanks to Mountainside Repair. Shout out to Mountainside Repair for the cutting ring and wear plate. Mwah. Yeah, let's see it. I'm nervous, I'm scared. I'm more scared that it might actually work by chance. And I'm priming at about 30% volume here. It's a little 2-inch hose, so we're not going to do this fast. Oh, that's dry. Okay. Let's give that some water. I'll take a hopper full anyhow. I'll take enough to prime through. And then you can juice it while I'm beating it out of the hoses. Load her right up. Take her right up. We've already got the controversy. The slump wasn't right. He wet it down using the hose. It's not the same. It's not mixed in. Oh boy. More. Take her right full, sir. Perfect. You're a good man. All right. Turn our water on. I better bring this. I'm gonna need this. Okay, Roger, are you ready? Oh, you got your hammer too. It shows how confident we are in this, which is to say not very. Okay, here we go. Here we go. It's gonna plug right here, first hose. If it even makes it out of the reducer. Hey! Hey! That's actually better than I thought. Okay, so now we're gonna see our segregated sand, as I was mentioning. We did pretty good. Okay. Okay. Take a few strokes in reverse on our aircom remote. Shameless plug. The only reason we're farting around with this today is because the builders are still working to cover this over because of the rain. So we've got time. Backed it up, yep. Oh, let's throw it over the bucket. No, of course it's a tighty. Plugged right where the tightest clamp was. Couldn't have planned that better. Oh. What do you know? A rocky, segregated mess.
Roger was right.
Oh. Okay.
I do that sometimes.
And that's what you get. Is there anything in your hose, Rog?
Oh, she's empty.
Okay.
It's clear.
Just water. We're good. Just water. Okay. But see, that's the material. It pumps like a bastard with proper primer once you get it through. But crushed rock, coarse sand, that's a no bueno for water priming.
It's a grabby mix.
It's a grabby mix. And Roger's a 30 year plus finisher, so Roger knows a grabby mix when he sees it. So let's get a pinch of real primer. Oh, Raj, no, here's the piece de resistance. We're gonna prove that with like 4 measuring cups of bentonite, it'll prime just as far as all that water did. Really, this is where we really hammer it home. I'll keep the gasket on. I use that as my funnel. Yeah.
Okay.
So how,
Get her back on.
sound like you're on camera or anything. Don't worry, I'll edit that out to make it look smooth as silk.
Got to show that there's a little work involved.
Yeah, yeah. There. It ain't as easy as we make it not look, or something like that. Fun fact, that little bit of bentonite also acts as lubricant for our gasket. Ah, no!
Don't hit the
Okay.
hand.
I'll throw this back in the hopper. We'll use this as our bentonite catching bucket.
Okay, so we're definitely going to need the bucket.
Yeah. Whoa. Ready. We actually made it to the end of the second hose. Yeah.
Oh, they're bending out?
It's just a little pinch.
Is this water or is this Benny and water mix?
No, just a little pinch of Benny.
We're filling up for halfway of water.
Oh, you already got. Oh, so there was still a bunch of water left in the hose.
Oh.
Which is probably why it maybe almost just plugged.
So the water doesn't work?
Huh. No, why is it not? Water sucks.
Sound like the water boy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You want to spread some in the bottom of the gravel, Raj?
Gravel? What gravel? Go over there.
It might still be not ideal.
Yum.
Yum, yum. Give me some. Okay, we're good. So priming with water absolutely sucks. There we go. Never again. Ready?
I guess it might work for different mixes.
No, that's my point. It's just with our mix, it's no good. So there's guys in California that do it all the time and it works great. Our mix is all crushed rock now and our sand is so close, that's why it doesn't work. We made it 48 feet. We banged the plug out, we reconnected with some bentonite, then we plugged again 30 feet after that, even worse, because all the god dang water. Gosh dang water, sorry, gosh dang water. Fail! All right, so obviously that didn't work. Discussion here. What do you think? What do you think of the factors here between water priming working and or not working? Is it a ball valve versus S-tube or rock valve thing? Is it strictly a mix thing? Pea gravel versus this is half inch stone? the pea gravel versus half-inch stone thing. This is a 28 MPa mix, so it's a little fattier than the base mix, so it's not super lean by our standards. Is it a mix thing? Is it a technique thing? What does everybody think? I'm gonna say this, arguably, just using water, was more successful than the times I've tried to prime out with slick pack. And the plug wasn't jammed in there nearly as tight as it is with slick pack. I didn't get that sandy ball of jelly that I had to bang out. So, but yeah, what does everybody think? Guys out there in line pump land, what are your thoughts here? I think this would make for a really good discussion if we get people from all parts of North America, all parts of the globe in on this one. What are the factors? Let us know in the comments. So there's your base material. Stuff we dumped out of the bucket that was all segregated. Get a good look at what we're working with here. A little bit around stuff. Mostly crush. But see the sand, the granules of sand, they're quite large and coarse. I think that's why water is a no bueno for us when priming, but just my theory. It's not exact science.
Straighten it out before you tack it. Corner. Good enough. A little more that way, Jared. Got it? Yeah. Good. Tack it.
This right out, hopefully get a little bit of air through there, and then we'll send Norm for a one-way ticket back that way.
We are retired from the service. We are not working for our government. We are independent.
See what we do here on our guesstimate of one hopper full bin, just enough to do these 2 stairs.
If you live out here from Russia, you have to use something in the service before you can use the like hockey players? The hockey players that are like some of the outskirts, they have
Just started to pull air. Perfect.
Flying over this guy. Help support it. There you go. Thanks, bud. There it is. Chair, the first place to tack it is back here on that spine.
We'll feel the air coming. I'll throw it in reverse to relieve the air.
That might even do it.
Why don't you guys open it up? When we have these,
yeah, I think they're going to cut it. We're going to get the length.
Or her? So throw it in reverse to relieve that pop of air coming through. Otherwise it'd be a lot bigger. Pump guy's pretty good, eh? Cut him off just bang on. Wow.
Want it opened up or is that good enough?
We're good. Hey there, fella. You ready for another life experience? Don't worry, buddy. I'll treat you good. I'll treat you right. Warm weather gloves. Amazing. So we got a little. Yeah, these are the cat's arse for cold weather. Okay, here we go. We'll wind her up in reverse. Take a bunch of strokes.
Good Elizabeth. Grabs me every time.
Come on, take it. I think Jeff is right about these sponges being slow. I'm gonna try paper bags one of these days. It wants to go. There we go. Take it. Take it. We'll do a little roll just to help it out, just to get it started. Doesn't help, this stuff was quite dry when we pumped it out too. Sticky, sticky stuff. It is moving. There we go. That's not going to help my case. Who did that? Oh, there it goes. Here it comes. Oh. We don't want to cut our buddy Norm, so it's stationed back of the hopper. I got lots, you can use mine. Just give me 1 sec. Woohoo! Still alive, still alive. Woohoo! All right, so I think we managed to successfully display the common result of trying to prime out using only water with our mixes. Now, the objective of this video isn't to say that anybody's wrong. What it is, the objective is to show that in my experience with the mixes in our area, it's a very low success rate. Let's just leave it at that. I think as pump operators, things change a lot from one market to the next, one ready mix supplier to the next. Nothing works all the time for everyone in every market. So I think maybe more so the point of the video is just showing different ways of doing things. I've seen several videos of guys priming out with just water with great success. So in our market, with our material, it just doesn't work. I've never had luck with it. Now that being said, anybody watching this, if you see anything that we could have done better here, any blatant errors that we made in our procedure, I'd love to have some input on that. But yeah, until then, I thank everybody for watching. And yes, this video was a bit of a disaster by design. That's kind of what we were after. And yeah, I think we showed what we wanted to show. So, and even throwing in a little bit of bentonite after we got the first plug out, the remaining couple gallons in the hose, fudged that up as well too. So I think it just kind of reiterates or hammers home how ineffective mixing copious amounts of water with our material and trying to pump it through line, what the result is. So anyhow, before I go, I got to give a shout out to, it's funny, just yesterday I was thinking to myself, a ready mix driver should start doing a YouTube channel to show their perspective on things, how things look from their end of the of what we do, their end of the industry. And I stumbled upon just last night, popped up on my home feed, Dimitri Donovan. I'll add a link at the end of the video to one of his videos. I actually watched, I can't find it right now, but I watched one of his videos last night. Does a really good job. He's running multiple, like 4 GoPro cameras on various points of the mixer truck. He's got it all wired in his microphone, so he can talk while he's driving, despite which camera angle they're shooting from. Really impressed. Was super professional. Yeah, and I just think it was a really great channel. And I have subscribed and will be watching more of his stuff. And yeah, if you guys are into seeing what ready mix guys do, yeah, I think it's a really good channel. It would definitely be worth checking out. So Dimitri Donovan, and at the end of this video I'll insert a link to one of his videos up on the screen there somewhere. So anyhow, you know how it goes. Till next time, keep on pumping.